Okay. And Mr. Daniel, now let's talk about you going to school. As we would imagine, going to school in Nigeria would be quite different from going to school here in the States in America. If you could just fill us in on how was it for you yourself going to school in Nigeria? Kind of give us a visual picture, if you may.
Well, for me, school, at the early stage of my life, preschool, I wasn't really interested in education. I was more interested, just like every little boy, of playing on the streets and hanging out with friends. But elementary school was the same thing. I didn't really concentrate because education just wasn't very important to me at that stage, just like most little children. They need something to entice them to education. So I found it quite challenging, although I graduated elementary and graduated into Federal Government College, Okigwe. That's junior high, high school level based on the education system there. So I went to Federal Government College, Okigwe in Imo State in Nigeria. And at that point, we had school sports, but it was very skeletal. Actually, I would classify that as below minimum. We had a field, but it was just a couple of soccer posts, no grass, no basketball court. Yeah, well, they called it track and field, but there was no track.
Just field.
So just field. And the field didn't have grass on it, so it wasn't much to write home about. But about my second year at the school, that Federal Government College, my parents decided that I was too distracted with friends and so on and so forth, and I wasn't doing very well, and they decided to send me to the United States to get an education here. At the age of 12 years old, my parents sent me to the United States to live with my brother and go to junior high and high school. And I lived here with my brother at 4434 Wind River Lane in Garland, Texas. And this is the old house where I grew up. At the very early stage of our lives, 12 and a half years old, we were considered bad little kids and had a lot of spare time. So when I got to the United States, my brother Uche quickly introduced me to sports and schools. So I engaged myself with after-school activities in sports. And living here at 4434 Wind River Lane, we would play on the streets here, and this property used to be a Dairy Queen restaurant, and we would jump the fence and go there and eat hamburgers and play video games as part of our engagement after school activities. We're here now at Buckner High School. This is where I attended high school after graduating from Liberty Junior High. At this school, I played American football, shot put, and also discus in the track and field. Here, education was fortified by a good sports program. I was able to become a man and graduate into University of Oklahoma from Buckner High School.